Hello students, let's discuss topic 5's technical vulnerability section 5.3.1 from Edexcel GCSE Computer Science. This is a short video. It will be talking about this idea of unpatched software and out-of-date anti-malware. So if you saw the previous video when we talked about vulnerabilities, malicious code, malware, this is also related to that, where we had a big question, flowchart question to do with signatures. And if you've got, say AVG or Avast, Norton, if you've got an out-of-date database of virus signatures, it won't be able to check for all changes in viruses or any more new viruses that have come out. So it's important to keep your antivirus or anti-malware software up to date consistently, because obviously viruses are continuously being rewritten, mutating and exploiting vulnerabilities. Apple have certain programs where they can reward you for finding vulnerabilities in their system, same with Tesla, because it saves them a lot of money in the long run through support and also loss of data or revenue from reputation, all sorts of things. So what is an unpatched software? I'm thinking Adobe or Java have particular vulnerabilities where, because they're so widely used and a lot of people have them installed, and of course they're not inherently vulnerable, it just means because they're used by so many people that criminals exploit this software. So let's say a user hasn't updated their Java software in like 3 years. Some criminal has found an exploit that they can use to, for Adobe, you can actually run JavaScript files from it, which is quite a big vulnerability issue. So you could have what looks like a document actually running a bit of software against your will. So Adobe would need to be updating their reader software, and Java, I think it's Sunsoft or Cisco, they need to be updating their Java package so that it's not being exploited by vulnerabilities. A lot of software's patched now automatically. This is not the same as like a new iOS update necessarily, because what would often happens now is that you might have your phone and a new iOS update comes up, and then it will lead to very many vulnerabilities being found and bugs, and then it's usually like, I don't know, 13.1.2 before they fix the bugs. So it's always work nowadays, because human beings are being beta tested all the time for these products. It's no longer that we buy it on the shelf and it has to work. With the age of the internet and companies sort of the quick cycle productions of products, they want the user base to test their product and then tell them what the issues are. So always wait until the first major patch update for anything, and if it's working for you, consider not updating. That's what I would do now. Let's have a look at a question related to this. Explain one reason why software should be patched regularly. Okay, so just keep it simple. Prevent security issues. Now it is explained, so I would probably put this into a full sentence. Software should be patched regularly to prevent security issues. That could be missed in development. Okay, so they didn't foresee it. There could be interactions with other software that would be unintended. A malicious user could have published a vulnerability on the web, and sometimes, it waits for the public. The public have figured out what the bug is, and they didn't get it in development, so we only know when it's been released to the public. So that's often why you see, a rushed update to fix patches when you have a major operating system update. So just be cautious in this day and age, I think, and be cynical a little bit. So see you in the next video.